Sound of faint, eerie wind and distant, distorted hotel lobby music starts, then fades slightly to background. Have you ever heard of a place so haunted that the ghosts aren't just from one tragedy, but two? A place where the land itself seems cursed. Let me tell you about the Hyatt Terraces Hotel in Baguio City. Before it became a concrete skeleton, a ghost hunter's paradise, the Hyatt Terraces was the height of luxury. Imagine a grand 12-story, 5-star hotel nestled in the cool mountains of the Philippines. It was a place of celebration, of happy memories, of life at its fullest. But that all changed on July 16, 1990, at exactly 4:26 p.m. A massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake ripped through Luzon, and the Hyatt Terraces was right at its heart. In less than a minute, the entire hotel collapsed like a house of cards, pancaking floor upon floor. The joyful sounds of the hotel lobby were replaced by the deafening roar of twisting metal and crumbling concrete. And then, a terrifying silence, by the screams of those trapped beneath tons of rubble. At least 50 people, employees, and guests lost their lives in that instant. For days, rescue efforts were a desperate race against time. The stories from the survivors are harrowing. People trapped in darkness, listening to the cries of others fade away one by one, holding on to hope by a thread. But that tragedy, as horrific as it was only the beginning of the hotel's dark legend. The ruins were left standing, a grim monument to the disaster. And soon, locals and paranormal investigators started reporting strange occurrences. They'd hear disembodied screams echoing from the empty shell of the building. They'd see ghostly figures of hotel staff, still walking the collapsed hallways, forever replaying their final moments. A spectral chef searching for his kitchen. A phantom bellhop waiting for guests who will never arrive. The whispers started. The hotel was haunted by the souls of the earthquake victims, unable to move on. But here's where the story takes an even darker turn. When paranormal experts dug into the history of the land the hotel was built on, they uncovered a chilling secret. Long before the Hyatt was even a blueprint during World War II, the site was allegedly used by the Japanese Imperial Army as a garrison and a place of brutal execution. Countless Filipino prisoners of war were tortured and killed right on that very spot. Suddenly, it all made a horrifying kind of sense. The new hauntings weren't just the earthquake victims. They were mingling with the older, more violent spirits from the war. The land itself was soaked in blood and sorrow, long before the first foundation was ever laid. The hotel, built on a place of death, was destined for tragedy. It's as if the tormented souls from the war were joined by the fresh trauma of 1990, creating a vortex of paranormal energy. Today, what's left of the Hyatt Terraces is gone, replaced by a modern commercial complex. But many still refuse to go near the area after dark. They say if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of its two violent pasts, the faint cries for help from under the rubble, and the angry, mournful whispers from a war long since ended. It's a chilling reminder that some places hold on to their scars, and the ghosts of history never truly leave.